What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today, well, this week marks the last week of training at home. So it's the last week that I'm going to be training at Randy Sam's and Craig's gym, because the gyms are officially back open as of next Monday. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that. Obviously I want to finish this week strong. It is the end of my training block as well, so I want to make sure that I'm taking a lot of momentum into the next week where I'm going to be able to train at a proper gym again. So as mentioned, it is my last week of my latest training block, so things that are obviously getting a little bit heavy now. I'm going to be doing 200 kilos for a double on the back squat today, so that's going to be the first time I've done 200 kilos in a very long time, so looking forward to that. And then tomorrow I've got 245 kilos to do on my conventional, which is only 10 kilos less than my best ever conventional, so looking forward to that. And then I'm capping off the week with an SSB PR, hopefully, of 222.5 kilos, so really looking forward to that. So obviously I need to make sure that recovery is on point, so I need to be eating enough food, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, and obviously I'm going to be smashing the caffeine this week to make sure I've got enough energy. So I've had my pre-workout now, let's go and do the first session of the week. Pull down. So once again, no expense spared at Randy Sam's. We've now got a makeshift lat pull down machine.
I keep telling you, mate, I'm the Elon Musk of home gyms. What number would impress you today with the floor press? What would you be like? That's a pretty good floor press. What have I got to hit for a single that's going to make you proud of me?
Is floor press easier or harder than a normal bench?
Harder. Because you can't use your body.
Harder? Well, 130 to 135 then.
Because you can't use your legs for it, can you?
But you're not touching your chest because it doesn't go all the way. Well, it might touch your chest because yours is huge, but 130 to 135 I'd be very impressed with. Okay. 140 and you might get a kiss, I don't know.
Okay. What do I get for 150?
If you get 150, then take your clothes off, mate.
Oh, give it a go. Pretty good, mate.
Got 150 in you?
A floor press. 140. Beautiful. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I've got.
Da, 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 da. Nice.
That moves so quick. Come on, buddy. Nice. And again. That's moving particularly well.
Fucking snowing. What is this weather?
Fucking it, buddy. Devil West Prada. Let's do it. Smoke show. Focus, come on. 3, 2, up. Lovely, well done. Not 47. Come on, mate. Let's do it. Inside out.
feeling, buddy?
Calm, to be honest.
Quite calm? 140 on the bar. First time you've done 140 in a while?
I've never floor pressed 140 yet.
Well, fucking drink from the PR horn then.
I've ever floor pressed more than like 130.
Get the PR horn and have a little drink from it. It's a PR in its own right.
It is a PR in its own right.
Just whack. Put a bit of San Miguel in.
Get in, mate. I was going to double that.
So just to confirm, you read a post somewhere that said that floor press.
I'm doing it now. I think it was on T Nation, so I wouldn't.
Okay.
Do you remember T Nation?
I do remember T Nation, but it said that a floor press is the equivalent of 80% of your normal bench.
I'll find if you know.
So no, just saying that. So what would that put
floor press to bench press ratio?
Okay.
Your floor press max would likely fall between 75 and 85% of your bench press max.
So let's say 80%. What does that put your bench press at?
140 divided by 80 times 100.
Okay, so apparently you've got a 175 bench.
Looks like I've already completed the. Let's say if it was 85%, so 140 divided by 85 times 100. 165.
164. 165.
7.
We'll round it up.
So basically, I've already won.
Once 160 is on the bar and you have pressed it from A to B.
If I did 140 for a double, then I reckon my predicted max would be like.
I would have given it to you.
Would be like 300.
I would have crowned you here and now if you'd got 140 for a double.
Really?
No. Oh. Anyway, the race to 160 is very much hotting up.
Who's in the lead, do you reckon?
Who's in the lead?
Yeah.
I would say I was in the lead as of last week.
What did you hit? You hit 150?
Last week I hit 147.5 on a normal bench. You've just hit 140 on a floor press, which arguably is harder. Craig is an anomaly at the moment. We don't really know where he's at with his bench. I've not seen him bench for a good few weeks, but you know he's doing a lot of volume at the moment. So I think he's going to sort of suddenly start jumping up there.
Yeah,
it's going to be close.
When's the big day?
When's the big day? Sometime in the summer.
Sometime.
We'll set a date. We'll set a date. But yeah, the race is definitely hotting up.
Probably gonna have to.
Alright then, so yeah, that squat's done. Just got to finish off doing a little bit of bench, just working up to 142.5 kilos. It's not feeling amazing, if I'm honest. Maybe because I did 147 on Saturday, it's only a few days after that, so I'm feeling a little bit fatigued and my pec is feeling a little bit dodgy, so it's definitely feeling very slow, coming down a little bit apprehensive with it, but I think I've got it. I don't think there's an issue with me actually getting the weight, but it's just moving a bit slow, which is a little bit frustrating. So once I've done this, I'll see you for deadlifts tomorrow. 3, 2, 1. Up.
Come on, mate, get after it. Down, down, down. Up.
That's easy enough.
Much better. Yeah. Much better. Woo.
Welcome to deadlift day. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling absolutely shattered. Yesterday's squat session took it out of me a little bit, and normally I have a day's rest in between these sessions. I normally train on a Thursday, but I've got my second vaccine on Thursday evening, so I'm not really going to have time to train. Plus, if there's any sort of bad effects from that, I probably won't feel like training anyway. So I'm moving it forward today, but it does mean I'm a little bit tired, but we'll crack on and get it done. I realised after reading through the programme again, I'm actually doing 242.5 kilos and not 245 kilos, so not quite as heavy, so that's probably a good thing, seeing as I'm not feeling amazing today. Got a little bit of a cold developing as well. I think this shitty weather, or the change in weather, has got my immune system second guessing itself, and I'm coming down with a cold again, which is a little bit annoying, but yeah, we'll get it done, make sure we have a proper warm-up, and just, yeah, smash some deadlifts. How's that for a nice little angle? So I'm actually going to be lifting on a very slight deficit today, because I'm not deadlifting directly on the floor just because of noise. It's not really through choice, it's just circumstance, because I don't really want to make too much noise for the neighbours and everything. So on the mats, just to make it a little bit quieter, but these mats are sort of made of foam, which means that the weights are kind of sinking into them a little bit, and I'm obviously standing on a hard surface here. So I'm probably in a deficit of about ½ an inch to an inch. So obviously making the lift a little bit more difficult, but the reason I'm telling you this is, if this session goes tits up, I have an excuse.
Across from Mississippi, we're searching for a sound. Set fire to the real nitty-gritty, and my feet never touch the ground. I turned it inside out till I couldn't tell which way was down. My whispers turned to shouts. Now my feet don't touch the ground. My feet don't touch the ground. My feet don't touch the ground. Right now, na 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 na. Right now, na 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 na. Get higher, get higher. Get higher, right now, na 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 na. Get higher, get higher, get higher, right now, na 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 na. I shot right through the ceiling when the earth turned upside down. Gravity has a funny feeling, and my feet don't touch the ground. I turned it inside out till I couldn't tell which way was down. My whispers turned to shouts. Now my feet don't touch the ground. My feet don't touch the ground. My feet don't touch the ground. Right now, na 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 na. Right now, na 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 na. Get higher, get higher, right now, na 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 na. Get higher, get higher, get higher.
Alright then, post deadlift thoughts. I thought it moved alright, it was a little bit slow. I put that down probably to yesterday's training session and the fatigue that has come with that. What was a little bit annoying is the fact that I really couldn't switch on. Despite having some pre-workout and listening to a hype song, I couldn't really get my head in the game, and I was feeling a little bit lethargic. So in a way that is a positive. The fact that I can still lift the weight when I'm not really that switched on is, I suppose, a good thing. I think something that is definitely a positive, and something that I'm definitely growing in confidence in, is the fact that my lockout is getting a lot better. And I definitely put that down to Matt's cueing and just some technique advice he's given me, which is purely just really bringing my feet out a little bit in terms of externally rotating my feet, which is just getting a little bit more glute engagement, so it's just allowing me to extend and lock out a lot quicker, and that's really helping with my lockout, and it's obviously helping with the heavier weight, so that's obviously a big bonus. So I think a good example of this is when I hit the 255 kilo PB in the summer. You'll see that the bar just kind of stops at my knee, and I really struggle to lock it out. So yeah, I'm hoping this technique is really going to help with my conventional, and then hopefully it just keeps it progressing. Anyway, I'm going to smash these back down sets, and then I'll see you on Saturday for my SSB session. All the best, Randy Sams. I'm going to miss you. Alright, here we are. Final session before returning to the public gyms. Last session in Craig's gym, although I'm sure I'll come back here at some point, because I think Craig is going to continue to train here even though the gyms are back open again, because why not? He's got so much good kit here, it makes sense, but I just prefer training in the gym. Hopefully you can hear me over this hail. It has decided to suddenly just downpour with a load of hail. hopefully that's not a sign ahead for this session, because I've got another personal best to try and do today. So I'm working up to 222.5 kilos today, which is just 2.5 kilos more than last week. But I've had 2 days off rather than one. Normally I only have 24 hours rest before going into this session after my deadlift session, but I've had 2 days off, so I'm feeling a little bit more fresh. Had some pre-workout. I can feel the caffeine just about starting to kick in, and my face is starting to feel nice and tingly, so that's a sign that the pre-workout is doing its job. I've got my playlist ready to go. I'm warmed up. Let's try and get another PR. Right, now we can hit a PR. Alright, so I just did 2:12.5. It moved a lot slower than maybe I was expecting and what I would have wanted. But I think I'm going to go for 2:22.5 anyway. Just because I think if I really get my head in the game focused, then I can probably grind it out, and I've got Craig here to like sort of semi-spot me if things really go tits up. But I think, yeah, if I get the tunes on, if I get really hyped up, then I think it's there, and yeah, it'd be a great way to finish my last session with Craig. So right, I'm gonna get myself nice and hyped up now and get it done. Okay then, session done. Managed to get the 222.5 kilos. I was pretty happy with it. I was quite nervous going into it, but managed to get it done. Bench wasn't feeling amazing. Managed to get 145 kilos, but it definitely didn't move as well as weights similar to that have moved. But I've got a little bit of a pec complaint at the moment. So yeah, we'll just wait to see what the training is going to be like over the next sort of block. I think sort of the intensity might be coming down a little bit. But talking of bench, how is your bench going, Craig, seeing as we are in a race to 160 kilos?
Bit up and down at the moment.
Brilliant. Is that your joke of the week?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, but genuinely, how is your bench going at the moment?
Yeah, not too bad. Today's was 110.5 for 5/8.
So still a lot of volume.
Yeah, long pauses as well.
Ooh, just to add another variable.
Yeah, just another variable.
So do you think you will be ready by the summer to be hitting some singles and challenging for the 160 crown?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm hoping that when I go for it, that there's going to be a couple of kilos left in there.
Oh, confident, I love it. So are you backing yourself to win this race?
I'd like to say yeah, but then you're hitting heavier weights than me.
Exactly, but I'm in a different phase of training at the moment. You're hitting your volume at the moment, I'm in the strength phase still. Ooh, voice is breaking. Yeah, I think once you get back into the strength phase and you start peaking, you're going to be dangerous, to say the least.
Hope so.
Hope so.
It might be a bit of a mixture of tortoise and a hare style.
Maybe. At the moment, yeah. So at the moment I seem to be maybe, I say that I was going to say in the lead, but I think Sam is definitely up there now after this week hitting his floor press, and he actually texted me after the next day saying he's just done 120 for 3 sets of 8. as well. So that puts his predicted max at well over 150 at the moment. So it is. I think it's going to be really close. I think at the moment me and Sam are kind of like right up there because we're hitting like singles at the moment.
Yeah.
But you're just chipping away down there, getting the work in.
Yeah.
And I think when you transition to that strength phase, you're going to be right up there. So
I'm hoping that's going to be in a couple of weeks' time.
yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
This summer is definitely going to be fun in terms of our bench, but
yeah, it'll be heating up.
oh, brilliant! Like that. That's another joke. Second joke of the week.
Let's see if I can get another pun in by the end of the video.
Right. Well, you're not going to have time because I'm going to wrap up the video now.
That's a wrap.
Hey! Brilliant, love it. So yeah, end of an era, finishing at Craig's gym and Sam's gym, heading back to Trojan as of next week. I've really enjoyed training here, and to be honest with you, I think you're going to continue to train here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll probably do a few sessions at Trojan.
Yeah, so I think, to be honest, at some point I might just come here and train with Craig, especially if he's going to be hitting some big numbers, so I can spot him, but just like moral support as well. It's nice to actually train with your pals, so I'm definitely going to be back here if you'll have me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
But yeah, as of next week, we're back at Trojan. So yeah, gonna wrap up the video here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave it a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.